OK，各位世界各地说中文的兄弟们，大家好，我是托马斯。我们今天还是回到 Runescape 任务中文讲解这个部分。今天我们还要做一个任务啊，它的名字叫 One Piercing Note， 它的字面意思是一个穿孔的注释便条啊。这个任务，刚才我看了一下维基百科，它有许多的对话，但是它的非常简单，它这个没有任何前提条件，也不需要任何物品，也不需要打怪啊。他建议我们是开声音，我刚听了一下，音乐还可以啊，因为我做任务做讲解，可能声音有冲突，所以我这边把它声音关掉了。你们如果想听的话，或许自己做的时候可以直接把音乐打开啊。先这里在这个地方，这个沙漠之城，这有个传送啊，传送过来往东走，这边有一个修道院啊，这有一个祭坛的地方，像我们中国的那种寺庙啊，西方叫修道院。我们这边有个人，我们可以跟他对话啊。他这应该关于一个谋杀案的啊，关于一个谋杀案的，要调清楚，调查清楚啊。Sister Catherine， 我们先跟他对话。感谢 S 神啊 ，Sarah 多明 ，You must be the adventurer the abbess is prayed for。你也许是这个什么修道院，什么祈祷过来的这个冒险者啊。这发型也不错。我们先跟他对话啊，我就是来回应你的祈祷的啊。Yes, I've come to answer your prayers 啊。Our abbess is prayed for adventure to come and help us。他说我们的修道院需要一个冒险者来帮助我们。She asked me to stand here and wait for you to arrive 啊。那神就让我站在这等你啊，等你来。你会帮助我们吗？我们直接回答是吧？回答是啊。接受任务。萨拉多明 be praised 啊，赞美萨拉多明这个神啊，赞美。The abbess's office is just inside the wall. Go in through the gate and head north。他说办公室在那个墙里面，穿过门然后往北走。我们看一下，我们需要和 abbess Benita 说话啊。在这个里面这个修道院的西北部，OK。这有提示啊，任务有提示，这个任务还有提示。OK， 就是他啊，我们先跟他对话。哎，哎，哎，哎，哎，怎么回事？我们没开门是吧？我们跟他对话跑到外面去了嘞。这个游戏真的是，Statue Saint Open Door，先开门啊，先开门，不然这就跟他最近的位置谈话了。Adventure, thank Sarah Domi come， 感谢啊，感谢神，一个冒险者来了。我们不应该说一啊，我们说二吧。我能做什么啊？I've called you here for a sensitive task。我让你来有一个什么敏感的一个任务，one that I would prefer to deal with quietly without involving the church authorities or the Al-Qaeda God。他说他想要安静的处理这个案件，这个任务，不涉及到教堂当局或者是这个沙漠城的这个保卫啊守卫。I hope I can trust you to be discreet。我相信我能相信你啊，我希望我能相信你。选一吧，选一啊。当然啊，One of our sisters has been murdered。有我们一个姐妹被谋杀了啊，murdered quite brutally， 很粗鲁的被谋杀了。I would like you to investigate， 然后想要你调查一次案件。The killer may still be in the abbey。凶手可能还在这个修道院里头。 I last saw Sister Anna at Vespers yesterday。他最后一次看到这个 Anna 是在这个什么 Vespers 昨天。When she wasn't present at Comply, I went to her cell and found her body。当他没有在这个Comply 这个地方的时候，我去了他的房间，然后发现了他的尸体啊。The murder must have taken place between those items。在those times 啊，在那段时间，这个谋杀案肯定就已经发生了啊，已经发生了。给了我一把钥匙啊，给了我一把钥匙。This is the key to Sister Anna's cell, where I found her body。他说他是通上这个安娜这个房间的这个钥匙啊，他找到她尸体的地方。The cells are in the southeast corner of the abbey。而他的房间在东南部啊，在东南部，在这个庙的东南部啊。I moved Sister Anna's body to the infirmary。他把他这个尸体搬到一个病房去了啊。In the southwest of the abbey， 在西南部的一个病房，东南部是他的房间，西南部是他的一个临时的一个医院啊，尸体的地方。I cleaned and wrapped it myself。他把这个尸体洗了，又包裹了起来啊。I've forbidden the other sisters from seeing it, and I've forbidden， 防止其他人看见啊，防止其他人看见。You should also question the sisters around the abbey, but please do so subtly。这个我不认识，大概是跟 quietly 差不多吧。他是让我去询问这几边的几个修道院的这个 sister 啊。I don't want them to， 这个 sister 我觉得应该翻译成像那种中国的叫尼姑吧，大概是尼姑，他们叫修道女吧，好像女修士好像啊。I don't want them to know that there has been a murder。我不想让他们知道啊，他们有一起谋杀案。This notebook will help you keep track of investigate。他给了我一个笔记本，会跟踪是记录我这些调查的一些这些记录啊，记录我的调查。给了我一个笔记本。Come back to me when you've examined the crime scene and the body and spoken to the sisters。当你已经检视过的那些犯罪现场和尸体，和那些什么侍女们说过的时候，谈过话，再来找我啊。OK 啊 ，OK。I should search the abbey for clues. Inspect Sister Anna's body, which is the infirmary in the southwest corner of the abbey. OK， 我们先去这个地方，啊。Southeast， 也就是这个修道院啊，也就是在这个修道院有个杀人案，我们去调查一下。Southwest 西南部 ，OK， 大概在这个地方。怎么又过来了？哎。先看看这个房间，这有个加号啊，有点像是一个病房啊。这是他的尸体啊，我们先看看他的尸体。You open the wrappings to examine the body 啊，打开包裹布啊，然后看了一下尸体。The body has been cleaned and put in burial robes， 已经被清扫过了，然后在什么 robes 什么绳子被埋葬了是吧？绳子什么都包好了啊，准备埋葬的意思啊。Any clues that were on her clothing have been lost。在她身上的一些线索已经没有了。The victim's face has been horribly mutilated。脸部已经被什么 mutilated。The front of the skull has been bludgeoned in, and the skin of the face has been removed。也就是说，尸体现在已经没有一些犯罪的痕迹了，什么脸部也没有了，然后他的一些 骨头什么的东西已经好像也被擦了，什么都做了手脚了。On the back of the head, you find a blunt face wound. Find a blunt force wound 啊，在脑后面发现了一个什么一个伤口啊，一个暴力的什么伤口。As if she was hit by a heavy object， 好像被一个重物击打的啊，重物击打。There's a row of the 3 deep stab wounds in the victim's chest, one of them piercing her heart. 有一排3个什么深的刺他的一个这个在他胸膛啊刺了3刀，好像是连着3刀。Deep stab wounds 伤口啊。One of them piercing her heart， 有一个穿过他的心脏，有一个正好穿过他的心脏。我天 ！The victim's feet have been heavily mutilated. Several toes have been cut off. 脚趾头都被砍掉了啊，因为脚趾头被砍掉了。OK 啊 ，OK。我们顺便看一下这个床啊，看一下这个床，看有没有什么东西啊。Didn't find anything in this bed. OK， 什么都没有啊。也什么都没有啊，也什么都没有。还是没有啊。看这个柜子啊，也没有。看这个柜子，看也没有啊。我们下一个病房调查过了啊。然后看 Sister Anna's cell， 看她的房间啊 ，Southeast corner 啊，看在大概东南部啊，然后大概在这个地方，先出去。上楼，我们看一看，他们在不在这个地方？东南部，他说东南部。喂，在这吗？在这我们上来啊。我现在没有看维基百科啊，这个我们先自己做一遍，我看尽量不看，能不看不看。能不看通过自己的这个探索，我觉得更有意义一点啊。东南部，应该就是这个了吧？我觉得是这个了。我们开门看一下什么东西。哎，被锁住了。哎，被锁住了。哎，也被锁住了。哎，不对啊，我来看一下啊。我们看用这个钥匙行不行？直接用这个钥匙放在上面行不行啊？哎，不适合啊，不适合。我们一个个再试啊，再试。也不行，还是不行啊，好像不在这啊。这个适合啊。OK， 这个房间适合。OK， 就在这里啊。Food locker 啊 ，food locker， 哇，有脚吗？什么东西没有？我们看一下这个床啊，我们调查一下这个床。You find a fragment of cloth under the bed， 有块碎布啊。It looks like it is being torn from a large piece of clothing， 看上去是被一个大布撕扯下来的啊。The material doesn't match the Gertrude sister's habits。这个材料不像是这个侍女的习惯的穿着啊。OK 啊，OK， 她的房间我们调查过了。我们还要去问话啊，外面一些侍女，我们跟他们对话。我们看一下他这个记录了啥了。 examine body. May the light of ceremony and the voice of Saint Elpis clear your mind and guide you to the truth. 这是一个本书，记录一本书啊。哦呀，这么多啊！ Examine Sister Anna's body in the infirmary southwest of Abbey, face mutilated. Search Sister Anna's cell and anywhere else relevant in Abbey. Class fragment on the bed 啊，它是记录了啊，记录。Question suspects， 我们现在要 search。他这个还有吗？他没有画横线，说明他这个还没调查完吗？是这个意思吗？我们继续再来一次。没有了啊，没有了，就有一个塑布，没什么东西了。这还有一个窗户啊，窗户。我们看一下窗户啊，调查一下窗户。The window is broken, but there is no broken glass inside the cell. 窗户是坏了的，但是它没有碎的玻璃啊。It looks like it's been broken from the inside. 从内部被损坏的，内部损坏的。我们看看这个柜子呢，也没有。可是它也没东西了呀，好像也没东西了呀。OK， 我们外面他说外面有侍女，我们去找一下侍女对话啊。我们从这边走啊。我们跟他对话，先跟他对话。Hello again. Adventure, how can I help you？ 怎么帮你？我们先一个来吧。Where were you between Vespers and Compline yesterday？ 啊，你昨天什么在这两个地方你在哪啊？I was in the Sculptum copying a manuscript。他在这个 Sculptum 这个地方做一个什么 script 啊？I'm still learning how to illuminate the text. I've copied nearly the whole of the book of Ceremony. 他仍然学着怎么点燃什么课本、这个文章什么东西。他已经是复制了将近整本塞尔多明的书了。I'm quite well. I know I shouldn't be, but I'm quite proud of it. 他说不应该，但是他很骄傲。Perhaps you'd like to see it after the funeral service if you are still here. 我靠！也许你有在什么葬礼什么过后啊，你想要看啊？如果你还在的话。I'd like that. 我喜欢吗？ I have to check if that's allowed though. Come back and speak to me after funeral. What do you think of Sister Anna? She was so holy. 她很神圣是吧 ？She thought about Saratomi all the time, never doubt about herself. 她总是想着什么神，总不是想她自己。I don't know if I will ever be as holy as that. 我没有那么神圣啊，我没有像她那么神圣。She interviewed me when I applied to join the Abbey. 她说我尝试申请加入这个修道院的时候，她面试的我。It was like she could see right into my heart， 好像她直接能看透我心思。To be honest, at first she frightened me。老实说，最初她有点惊吓到我。I'm not surprised two other applicant left after she met her. I'm not surprised two other applicant left after she met her. 她也不感到惊讶啊，其他的申请者留下啊。 在他面试过他也不感到惊讶啊。哎呦，怎么那么多？哎呀，我们看这个对话结束了没有？啊，没有啊，这个有很多这个。Sister Cecilia 啊，Sister Cecilia，这还有一个。OK 啊，我们看维基啊，我看维基，还要继续跟他对话啊，看这个维基，还要继续跟他对话，还还要问他谁是这个，你谁是这 applicant？嗯，先选这个啊，你问他怎么样？OK，这个我们刚看过了啊，继续啊。What other applicant？ What other applicant？其他一些申请者是谁？这是什么？Another applicant will come to the Abbey the other day。又一个申请者那天前几天过来。Her name was Isabella 啊，Isabella。She disappeared yesterday，昨天啊消失了，昨天不见了。She probably went home， 可能回家了。A lot of applicants realize the life isn't for them and leave。哦，有许多申请者都意识到这个生活不适合他们，然后离开了啊。Adventure, if I can ask, why are you asking these questions？ 你为什么问这些问题？我不能告诉你啊，sorry。I shouldn't have 啊，他也 sorry 啊，不应该问啊。I will never be a full sister if I keep asking questions like that。哼，但是我老是这么问问题，不会成为一个什么是一个完美的一个侍女吧。Sister Anna always told me I shouldn't ask questions。啊安娜侍女告诉她不应该老是问问题啊。Any else I can do to help？其他要帮忙的吗？啊，goodbye。啊。OK，从他的这个线索，我们知道有一个人叫消失了，有一个什么 disappears，有一个 Cecilia，他好像在练唱诗班啊，唱诗班。跟对话吧，Look at me，Look at me。OK，that's good。Remember to look at me so you can keep in time。OK，注视着我，你又可以要跟上啊，跟上节奏的感觉。Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't. Ladies, keep rehearsing while I talk to this pilgrim。他说这些侍女们让他们继续排练啊。然后他跟我这个叫什么 pilgrim 有点朝圣的感觉，朝圣者的感觉啊，朝圣者的感觉。What are you rehearsing？ 你在排练什么？It's a hymn to Saint Elspeth。这有点像赞美诗啊，有点像诗的感觉，也是这个意思。I wrote the music, but the words are traditional。他写了这部，他做了曲啊，但是这个词很传统啊，传统。Do you know the story of Saint Elspeth and the Reaper？ 啊，他知不知道？他说我这个 Elspeth 和 Reaper 的这个故事啊。No，could you tell me？ 我们看维基，我们看他怎么说啊。OK，No，could you tell me？ 选一，能不能告诉我啊？Saint Elspeth was a holy warrior who lived during the God Wars。他是一个战士啊，在这个上帝之战时代啊。She sang and played the Syra, and her music was so holy that no demon could bear to hear it。她唱了一个，然后弹了这个，好像是这个诗吧，叫什么我也不知道。然后这个音乐是很神圣的啊，没有那个恶魔能够听得下去，没有忍不住could bear to 都不能听啊，忍受不住能听，就是他弹的时候那些恶魔会受不了啊，could bear that don't hear it。我们继续问他啊，Go on 啊，我们 Go on 继续问他，Go on。The Reaper was an assassin demon， 他是一个谋杀啊恶魔。I would strike without a warning and leave its victims horribly mutilated, stab them through the heart with terrible claws, tear off their faces。 他说他会什么 strike without warning 啊，他会击打啊，不用警告他就会击打，然后把他们这个受害者什么 mutilated horribly 啊 mutilated，然后就刺他们啊，tear off 的把他们脸撕下来啊。他也就是听了这个音乐的话，他就会战斗力增强，大概就可以直接打架，就不用提示啊，是什么之类的。Zamok sent the Reaper to attack a village where Saint Elspeth was staying. Zamok，Saint 这个 Elspeth 他在这个地方村庄的时候啊，Zamok 就派了一个 Reaper 啊来袭击。It couldn't approach while she was singing, but it waited on the edge of the village. It couldn't approach while she was singing 啊，当他在唱的时候啊，就不能靠近。但是他在这个村庄这个边缘这个等着啊，等着。She sang for days, but eventually she was too weak to go on 啊。他唱了几天啊，最终太虚弱了啊，不能持续战斗了。She went out of the village to face the demon alone 啊，他去村庄外面独自面对恶魔。She thought it might just kill her and spare the villagers。他认为这个也许会杀了他自己，然后把这个村民给救下来啊。She fought the demon and it mortally wounded her。他和这个恶魔战斗，然后就受伤了啊，受伤 mortally wounded her。But as she was dying, Saradomin granted her the strength to sing one piercing note, so perfect that it struck the demon dead. 他说有一个快死的时候，这个神赐予了这种力量，他唱叫 one piercing note 啊，一个穿刺的一个便条啊，很完美啊，然后就击败了，把恶魔给杀死了。Her remains lay unburied until the present age 啊，他说他的遗体，直至当今世纪都未被掩埋啊，一直在那。Then 70 years ago, a group of holy women found them and built this abbey in her memory 啊，70年前有一组这个什么 holy women 啊，神圣女人啊，发现了他们，然后从他们的记忆中建了这座修道院。That's why music is such an important part of our worship 啊，这就为什么音乐是我们这个什么朝拜这么有重要的一部分啊。我们看继续back to my other questions。我们还要看问调查案件啊，还有 Where were you between Vespers and Compline yesterday？昨天在 Vesper 和 Compline 之间，你在哪啊？I stayed in here after Vespers to rehearse the choir。他就在这他就在这他在排练唱诗班的感觉，排练啊。OK goodbye。我们看一下我们质问了几个人了啊？我们看一下这个记录质问了几个人。Question suspects. OK, Sister Cecilia, Sister Cassirina. OK, 我们还要去质问啊。Sister Elena 我们问他。What is it？我们看我们直接问嘛。OK 我们直接问他，他在这个厨房这里是做饭的昨天你在哪？I was here in the kitchen 我昨天在厨房就在这。Where should I have been？ 我应该，或者是为什么会出现在哪些地方？I went down to the cellar to get some supplies at one point, but the rest of the time I was here. 哦，他说他去过地窖去拿一些供需品啊，但是其他时间他都在这儿啊。Actually, I noticed something while I was down there. 啊，他说他下去的时候，他注意到一些事情。I think someone is being stealing food from the cellar. 有人偷东西啊，偷食物。I bet it was Katharina. 他说我打赌一定是 Katharina. Novices have to be taught discipline. 啊，他说新手啊就要被教育啊，规矩啊。I've seen her sneaking an extra cup of wine at meal times. 他说他吃饭的时候看见他是偷用了一杯酒啊。She is the one you should be talking to. 你应该去找她啊，去找她。我们问他 What do you think of Sister Anna? 啊，Anna 是你觉得怎么样？She's with Sarah Domi now. 她现在和 S 人在一起啊。Doesn't matter what I thought out of her, and it does no good to speak ill of the dead. 他说我现在觉得他是什么样已经无所谓了啊，他已经说死人的一些东西啊，并没有什么好处啊，并没有什么好处。看上去你并不喜欢他啊。I didn't say 啊，我没说，but she did cause conflict。她总会招致一些争斗啊。Most of the sisters didn't see it, but I did。许多的侍女并没有看见，但是我看见了啊，我看见了。She was always arguing with the abbesses. Abbess， 她通常和这个 abbess 争论。Arguing about what？ 争论什么呢？Sister Anna thought Sister Benita was too lenient with the order's rules. 啊，她可能是觉得他们一些规矩什么 too lenient 啊，不认识。Maybe strict 啊，有一个人什么严格什么东西。Anna would have enforced silence outside of service. Anna would have enforced silence outside of services. Anna 她会会实施一些服务之外的这些什么 silence 啊，也许是她要改规矩吧。She'd have stopped Sister Cecilia composing prescribed melodies only. 她会什么什么会阻止这个 Cecilia 这个势力什么作曲啊一些旋律的一些东西。Maybe it's Sarah Domi's will that Sister Anna will never go to become abbess. 也许是这个 S 神的意愿啊，这个势力安娜不会成为 abbess。I don't know 啊，我不知道 ，It's not my place to say 啊，这不应该我说啊，不应该我说。Goodbye。OK， 我们看这个大概是质问了3个了啊，Sister Cecilia, Katharina, Elena。OK。Valerio。OK，Valerio。Greetings, traveler。你好，旅行者。我直接问他啊，我们直接问他。What are you singing about? What were you singing about? 你在唱什么？It's a song about someone I knew a long time ago. 许多年前的一个人，我认识的一个人。我问他是不是在唱关于势力安娜的？问他是不是？I knew her before she joined the Abbey. 她在加入这个修道院之前我就认识她。I tried to talk her out of coming here, but when she made her mind up about something, there was nothing that could stop her. 他说他跟他交流要不要加入这里啊，他无法阻止他。OK。我们直接问他昨天在哪啊？昨天在哪 ？Where were you 啊？Oh, yesterday evening I was in Al-Kharid. 昨天整个夜晚我都在Al-Kharid. I didn't travel up here until this morning. 直到今天早上我才动点旅行。Why are you asking all this anyway? What's going on here? 你为什么老问这些啊？这发生什么了吗？ I can't tell you 啊，不能告诉你。To Zamek with you, the abbess can order her sisters not to be curious, but not me. 他说 abbess 能够命令他这些侍女啊，不那么好奇，不要那么多问。但是我不是啊，我可以多问啊。他好像是信这个 Zamek 这个神的，跟 Sarah 的名不一样。Anna was my friend, and I have a right to know what's happening. 安娜是我朋友啊，我有权利知道发生了什么。This conversation is over. 聊天结束啊，聊死了。聊天结束。OK， 我们还继续，应该还要质问一个人啊。继续。Talk to feet，OK。Sister Catherina，is that you？是你吗，Catherina？我们看怎么问啊？怎么问？我们直接问他昨天在哪啊？昨天在哪？你昨天在哪？It's no good, Catherine. I can't hear you. I'll be out of here in a minute. Just need to get there. 他被锁住了啊！我们看看他出来怎么？Could you do me a favor 能不能帮我一个忙？The clock is 20 minutes fast right now. 快了20分钟。Could you set it to the right time? 帮我调一下时间。这怎么调？这哪调 ？Operate. OK， 这个调一下钟啊。这个都是大型机械钟嘛，搞不懂啊。20 minutes fast. I did see 20 minutes fast. $12. Yes, that's it. You've set the clock to the hour, so any moment now it should. 他说你已经把钟调到现在任何时刻的什么 bell rings 响铃的时刻。I'm done. 哎 ，Sister Debora 她出来了。I'm terribly sorry. I thought you were Sister Catherina. 我以为你是 Catherina. She's normally the one who comes up here. What can I do for you? 我来这里问你做什么？OK， 我们问他，我们直接还是继续问他啊，继续问他，昨天在哪 ？Between what and what Between Vespers and Comply I come up here, try to finish this set of repairs 我上来去修这些东西啊，全是机械式的这些表真的牛逼。I was a clockmaker before I joined the Abbey 我在进修道院之前是一个修钟的。Now I'm the only one who knows how to repair the Abbey clock 我是唯一知道怎么修道院钟的人啊。OK， 我们看一下我们看一下这个啊 ，trouble door outside。trouble door outside 我们问他会怎么样啊？There's a minotaur outside. There's minotaur outside. Have we closed the gate? 我们关门了吗？有一个什么？外面有个这个啊 ，not minotaur, trouble. Yes, Sister Catherina mentioned something about that. She seemed very excited. 她说 Catherina 提到过这个啊，她很兴奋。I'm too busy with the clock to worry about visitors. 我修钟时间已经够忙了，已经顾不上什么visitor 一些拜访者。It's not like I could hear his music anyway. 不是我经常听不到他的音乐。I don't know if you noticed, but I'm a bit deaf. 你有没有注意到我有点聋啊？It's spending all my time close to the bell when it goes off that did that. Spending all my time close to the bell. OK，他把所有的时间都是在修钟上面啊，叮当叮当，他听不到啊，钟响啊，goes off that did that。OK。哦，你认为我们问他啊？我们看维基的啊，直接来。Sister Anna，你觉得怎么样啊？A part breaks that you'd expect to hold for years, but that doesn't stop the whole mechanism. It just sets it in a different direction. Seldom is a better clockmaker than us. A part breaks that you'd expect to hold for years. 他说 S 神这个是一个最好的一个修中的啊，比我们都好。这上面是他说的一些话啊，他说的这些话大概也就是为了铺垫，他说赞美他这个 S 神比较好。什么一部分坏了啊，你会什么期待是拿着好几年，但是什么你停不了整个什么机械运作啊，只是运作了在一个不同的方向而已啊。啥这些我反正搞不懂，字面意思都懂，但是真正的意思隐含义不一定懂。What do you mean？什么意思啊？Sister Benita was planning to retire as abbess next year 啊，她这个 Benita 明年就计划退休了啊。Everyone expected Sister Anna to become the new abbess，每个人都期望 Sister 这个 Anna 成为新的 abbess，大概是住持吧，方丈那些院长啊之类的。But it seems that the abbess 就这个 abbess 的意思，我猜大概是什么方丈啊、住持、院长。But it seems that wasn't the ceremony's plan，看上去不是这个神的意愿啊，神的计划。So he's taking her away， 他把她拿走了。The clock runs, just not as we'd expected。钟继续走并不是我们希望的那样。OK，Goodbye 啊，Goodbye。
宝宝，你那个就是
啊
宝宝发姐姐给你回来。
，OK 啊，OK，我们继续啊，这些5个人我们都质问过了啊，都质问过了。我们现在好像要回到那个 Benita 那个地方啊，我先看一下这个。OK，这3个都做完了啊。我们现在要下楼。OK，去跟那个大概是院长那个人吧 ，Benita 啊，我们跟他聊聊啊。这钟都是机械式的，真的屌，真的屌，屌的一批。Please help us, adventure. You will need to examine Sister Anna's body, search her cell, and question Sister in the abbey. 对呀，我不是做完了吗？调查她的尸体，搜索她的房间，然后质问几个侍女啊。OK 啊，我结束了。你做的不错，but I have a feeling you are still missing something. 感觉还是有一些东西丢了啊。Clues left to find one. Perhaps you should investigate where the applicant was staying. 调查一下申请者待在哪儿，待在哪儿。OK 啊，丢了一个地方。OK 啊，我们在这个西部这个房间啊，我刚看了维基，刚开始我没搜这个房间，但是他让我们到他这个西边这个房间搜一个碎布啊，我们也找到了一个碎布啊，looks like it's being torn from a large piece of clothing 啊，也是从一块衣服上撕扯下来的啊。The material doesn't match the silhouette sister's habits 啊，材料也不相当于不匹配这个侍女的一些习惯穿着。我们找到2块碎布啊，找到2块碎布。 我们看他们有没有什么反应。They were torn from the same garment 从一件衣服上撕扯下来的。The material is coarse such as might be used for low-class traveling clothes。有点，大概这个词有点破吧，像是低等级的一些旅行者的穿的。Doesn't match the Sister's sister habits。不是这侍女里面穿的，不是侍女穿的。OK 我们刚才从这里拿了另一块碎布的时候，我们下一步我们跟这个 Benity 对话他问我们你怀疑谁啊？你怀疑谁？我看我们应该任选一个可以，都可以我们就选一吧，那就从最后打的背后打的。哎，Did you hear that？ 听到什么了 ？Quick follow the sound of that scream。他让我们跟着那个声音尖叫声。OK， 刚发生了什么呢？我们跟着尖叫声 ，OK。他让我们这里说，我们听到东部有一个尖叫声有个尖叫声，我们跟着尖叫声 ，OK。应该东部我们的唯一没去的地方就是那个地窖就是那个地窖 cellar， 去那个地窖去看一下。OK， 在这You've got to protect us. The demon is back. 你要保护我们 ，Cecilia 说的。恶魔回来了What's happening here？ 这发生了什么Great sad my sister Elena. I saw it obviously. It was the demon. It was the Reaper. 是恶魔。Cecilia, go back to the oratory. Get yourself cleaned up. 他让这个 Cecilia 去擦干净。Adventure, there's no point in my trying to keep this from the sisters anymore. 他说我做这些什么把他们看着是吧？没有什么意义了。I let them know what's happening. 我让他们知道发生了什么Police adventure investigate Sister Elena's murder and then talk to me in my study. 他让我调查 Elena 的这个谋杀然后在我的书房跟我聊天。现在已经确认这个 Elena 有嫌疑了OK。我们看一下血迹吧，先调查一下血迹哇，这大看血迹。The stains are a mix of blood and red wine. Looks like the victim was carrying a barrel of wine when she was attacked. 这个血迹是由血和红酒这个混合在一起了看上去这个受害者是被袭击的时候是带了一桶酒The arrangement of the stains suggests that the victim was murdered close to the reliquary, and the body moved to its present position after death. 他看到这个血迹，大概是在这个受害者当时被谋杀是在这个 reliquary 大概是这个坛子这附近的被袭击，然后被搬到这个地方的死后被挪到这个地方。OK， blood stains，还有 body 尸体我们再看一下。You bent down to examine the still warm body of Sister Elena. Elena 被谋杀的 Elena。Still warm body 我就弯腰看了一下，还热着的。There are cuts on her body's arms and hands, and several bloody stab wounds in her torso. 她的身体的手和那个臂膀有刻痕。其他的一些 bloody stab wounds 在她 torso 躯体在她躯体上有一些血迹斑斑的一些刺伤的伤口。It looks as if she struggled and the killer stabbed her several times before finally hitting her heart. 像是 他也针扎过了啊，然后这个凶手在他最终刺他心脏之前，已经刺过他好几次了啊。The face is intact，face 面部不完整，with none of the facial mutilations you found on the first body. The feet have several deep scratch marks, but are not as heavily mutilated as those of the first body. The feet have been deep scratch marks. 脚部有深深的是抓痕，但是跟第一个尸体还是不一样的啊，说明有2具尸体。On the back of the head, you find a blunt face wound. 在头后面你发现一个有钝物重击的一伤口 ，as if she was hit by a heavy object， 像是被一个重物击伤的啊。It was a glancing blow, as if the killer had attempted to knock the victim out but missed。像是这个凶手想要去袭击他，但是他已经 miss 掉了啊，没击上。glancing blow。OK， 有什么啊？这个robe cabinet 一个衣柜里好像有一个东西啊。Search 我们看一下。Some of the ropes are off their hooks and crumpled at the bottom of the cabinet。有一些这个衣服已经帽子没了啊 ，crumpled at the bottom of the cabinet。And others are pushed aside， 其他被放到旁边 ，as if someone was hiding in the cabinet。有一个人最近好像藏过啊，藏在里面啊，柜子里的。OK 啊。我们下去跟这个 Benita 在谈话啊。这个任务难，你说难有多难吗？它不难，就是要找东西。找东西啊。不看维基你也不知道在这边还能找到一块破布啊。现在跟他对话，找把钥匙什么的。Thank you, Sir Tommy, you still here? Please tell me you are making some progress. 告诉我你有进展。OK， 我们需要一把钥匙啊，我们需要调到 Elena 的房间。他给了我一把钥匙。OK 啊 ，OK。OK 啊，我们现在去 Elena 的房间啊，大概在这儿吧，在这儿。Search the sack in the kitchen adjacent， 中间的那个 east of abyss， 在它东部，我们还要去找一个什么袋子啊？这个东西它前后无关联，只有看维基才知道，不然不知道。我们看看这个袋子里面有什么东西啊？哎，这个人不见了啊。OK， 看这个呢。The sacks are stacked to hide a hole in the bottom of the wall, large enough for a person to squeeze through。这个袋子盖了一个洞啊，盖了一个洞，底部墙上有个洞这个洞足够大，让一个人能够通过啊，穿过去。Looks like the sacks have been disturbed recently。已经被打乱了，这个袋子最近被打乱。You use the key Abyss Benita gives you to open the cell。我进来了调查吧，继续调查，看床有什么。我们看一下床有什么啊。You find a bundle of letters under the bed。有发现一捆信件啊。这是什么东西啊？我们看一下有什么。 The bundle contains a series of increasingly streaming love letters addressed to Sister Elena。有一系列的什么一些署名是 Sister 给称呼 Elena 这个信件啊。The most recent is dated the days before Sister Elena's death。最近的一个是是那个叫什么，在 Anna 死亡之前的一些信件。And says that Elena's lover will visit that night。Elena 她的爱人将会在那晚再来到这里。Several of the letters mention a secret passage in the kitchen that Sister Elena used to smuggle her love to the abbey. Smuggle her lover into the abbey。有一些信件提到了一些秘密的一些消息，在厨房啊，Sister Elena 过去什么 smuggle her lover into the， 把她什么爱人什么弄进什么这个修道院。The letter are signed Valerio。上面写着 Valerio。OK。还要去跟那个 Valerio 谈话啊，还要去跟那个 Valerio 谈话，跟那个弹音乐的。OK 啊，我们去跟那个，城外面那个 Valerio 谈话啊，他们俩爱人。这个任务是找东西是真的烦，难倒是不难，就是要找东西。Greetings, traveler. Were you having an affair with Sister Elena？ 你和 Elena 有关系是吧？有一腿。Were you having an affair? I don't know what you're talking about. Why are you asking this? 不知道你在说什么，为什么这么问 ？Sister Elena is dead 啊，说 Elena 已经死了。Elena is dead？ 他很惊讶啊。Oh, Elena, she wasn't happy here. You know， 她在这不高兴啊，不开心。She could have been so much more if she'd had the courage to leave。她应该有更多什么？如果她有勇气离开的话，她会开心的很多啊。OK， 我接个电话。OK 啊，刚才是个骚扰电话啊，推销的。继续啊，我们继续。I met her when she came down to Alcarid to buy supplies。她到这个 Alcarid 来买供需品的时候，我见到她。We started writing to one another, hiding letters with boxes of food。他说我们相互通信啊，就把那个信埋在这个食物盒子里的啊。I came up to see her last night。昨晚我来见她。There was a hole in the kitchen wall, and that she used to smuggle me in。他说，他昨晚去来见她，然后就在厨房有一个洞啊，他过去经常把她就给 smuggle 啊，怎么给她给搞进来。这是偷情啊，有点那种感觉。That's how I learned that Anna had died。那就我怎么知道安娜是为什么会死 ？Elena told me。Elena 告诉我 ，I wanted to publicly pay my respects。我想要在公众场合是展示我的一些关心啊，尊重是吧？So I snuck back to Alcarid and came here with my band。所以他就出来了，出来到这个地方啊，和他乐队在一起。Adventure, you don't think Elena would have been killed because of me？ 你并不是认为 Elena 被杀是因为我吧 ？Both the victims were people I know. Could someone have found the letters？ 所有的受害者，都是我认识的人。Could someone have found the letters？ 有一些人找到了信件。If there's anything I can do to help bring this killer to justice, let me know。 如果有一些进展啊，有一些事我能够做，能够帮助，能够将凶手伸张正义啊，惩戒杀掉啊，让我知道。OK。他这个又给了一个又给选项，我们选一看看。我认为你就是凶手啊 ！I love Anna. How dare you accuse me？ 哎，怎么这样指控我 ？Come back when you have some kind of evidence。哦，在这啊，还在这，他在这边这个地方。We are going to die. It's going to kill us all. There's no escape. 啊，我们要死了，就全都被杀了，没法逃跑啊。我告诉我到底发生了什么？我们看一下啊。I heard a scream. I heard Sister Elena screaming, so I went down the stairs to see. 我听见叫喊，我听见 Elena 叫喊，我爬下楼梯看到，然后 it was there, the Reaper, the Reaper, just like in the stories. It was wrapped in rags. 破布包裹的啊 ，it had its huge claws 大爪子啊。It was bending over Sister Elena 啊 ，bending 啊，向着 Elena 弯腰向过去。It was cutting her feet with its claws. Why would it do that？ 啊，把那个用爪子把她腿切下来的，为什么这么做？Then it saw me， 看到我 ，it turned its head， 转过头 ，it looked at me， 看到我 ，I couldn't see its face， 看不到脸啊，感谢神。如果我看到脸，我肯定那晚就已经死了。It pushed past me，it pushed past me， 从我什么旁边过去啊 ？It splashed Sister Elena's blood onto my robes, and then it ran up the stairs and ran away. 就把他的 Elena 的血就溅到我这个袍子上了，然后爬上楼梯就走了。We can't let it defeat us， 不能让他打败我们。Almighty Seldom give me the strength to not be afraid， 让伟大的神给予我力量，不要害怕。Alright, ladies, the abbess told you what happened. This funeral service will be for 2 of us now. 然后他要搞一个葬礼仪式嘛，We are going to trust Seldom, and we are not going to be afraid. 我们相信神，然后不要害怕。We are going to sing like Saint Elvis, and the demon isn't going to be able to hurt us。 他们要唱歌了啊，唱圣歌，然后这个恶魔就不能伤害他们啊。OK, from the top, look at me 啊，从上面开始，他们要唱歌了啊，唱歌。我们现在应该还可以再回去 Benita 啊 ，Benita 这个人。OK， 我们现在再回 Benita 这个人。因为他拿那个地方跟他交代啊，调查完了。Adventure, thanks Seldom, you are still here. 你告诉我的一些进展。结束了啊，结束调查。Who do you suspect？ 我还选一吧。是选一吗？我看一下。是选一啊，我看一下。选一。I suppose it's possible. I want to be absolutely sure before we move. 他想可能，但他要确定啊，确定才能动身。Whomever the killer is, I'm worried that they will strike again. 不管谁是凶手，他很担心啊，他们再次袭击。I want to make sure all the sisters are safe in the abbey. 确定所有这个侍女在这个修道院要安全。 Katharina is outside dancing. I don't dancing. And Katharina 外面跳舞。I don't want to pass judgment on her. Not now. But I think she'd be safer inside. 我不想评价她，但是我觉得她在里面更安全。Could you go and fetch her, please? 叫她把她叫回来。Katharina 啊，跟 Katharina 交流，我们再看一下她在哪地方。Katharina。我们出去找一下，Katharina 大概在这个地方，就是不停的找人啊，找人，OK， 在这啊，Katharina。Dance with me， Elena 和我跳舞。Benedict 告诉我叫我把你带回到这个进去啊，进修道院里面啊。你不愿意先和我跳舞？选3嘛，You should go back 啊，回到修道院啊，回院里面。No need to be like that. I'm just dancing 啊，没必要，我只是在跳舞。OK， 完了吗？我们再跟他谈一次话啊。他说好，I should finish copying my book of ceremony 啊，我应该结束什么拷贝什么塞尔多米书。I'll be in the scriptum if you want to talk to me 啊。他说在这个地方，如果你想要跟我谈话的话。动画片，有动画片看还不错。回去了，哎呀，被锁住了，怎么回事？哇塞！哇塞，这杀人杀的，屌！我们看一下啊，外面怎么回事 ？The portals is far too large to open by hand. There must be a mechanism nearby that open. 旁边有一个机械操盘手，有一个机械杆子，应该可以把它打开。在这个梯子上吧，我看一下啊，我看有没有。Operate winch，OK， 把这个操作一下，把这个摇开啊，摇开 ，beautiful。我们再下去啊，先看一下他怎么死了，怎么突然被一个人出来杀死了？说明 Katharina 怎么investigate body？ 我看一下。It's no good. She's dead. It pierced her heart. 没用处啊，她死了，这穿过心膛了啊，穿胸膛了。Good night, sweet thing 啊，晚安。You could have been a dancer. 你可以成为一个舞者。What was that sound adventure? 他问我是什么声音啊？Oh, merciful ceremony, Sister Katharina. 仁慈的主啊 ，I'm afraid so. 我觉得是的，这已经结束了 adventure。Troubadour, please meet me in my office. We need a plan. 在他的书房见面啊，有一个计划，Benedict 一个计划。很明显，我现在要去，还要去 Benedict 那个地方了，跟他对话。他有个计划。What plan you have? The killer is going to strike again unless we catch them. 凶手，又要发动袭击了，除非我们逮到他们。 I'm not a member of your order, always 啊，我不是你的一个 order， 不是你的不是你这个一员啊。I don't know why you would trust me here， 我不知道你为什么相信我。All the sisters of my order are suspects， 所有的这些势力都是我这里面的都是势力，都有嫌疑。The two of you are the only people I have seen in the same place as the killer, so you are the only people I can trust。你们两个是我在这个地方见的，和凶手同时见到的人，所以你们俩是我仅仅能相信的人。I will not let this defeat us。我不会让这个打败我们。We must arrive at a plan。必须起草一个计划。Arrive at 这个词，adventure。After all you have seen, whom do you now suspect？ 你现在怀疑谁啊？我。我们选不知道吧？不知道。We need to catch the killer without knowing who they are. What can we do? We need to catch the killer without knowing who they are. 我们能做什么？在不知道他们的时候，我们需要抓住凶手。我们要放一个陷阱我们放一个陷阱，这起作用。我们怎么做啊？怎么诱导他？大批钱，Holy relics 什么遗产 ，database 我作为陷阱一个新的受害者。一个新的受害者吧，我们作为一个新的受害者 ，OK， 作为一个新的受害者，这个牛逼啊 ！That could attempt the killer out 这样可以把那个凶手诱导过来。但是谁呢 ？I don't think the killer is indiscriminate。What do the victims so far have in common？受害者目前都有什么共同特征 ？Indiscriminate 不是歧视吗？非歧视的。搞不清继续 ，OK。他们都和这个 value 有关他们都和 value 有关。I know about your involvement with Sister Elena, and perhaps the killer could have been Sister Catherine dancing and thought that. But what about Sister Anna? She hadn't left the abbey for years. 他知道他和这个 Elena 的关系，还有也许这个看到 Catherine 跳舞，或者想到那个地方。但是安娜这个势力，她已经没有离开这个修道院很多年。你不知道你不知道他又知道安娜many years ago 他又知道 ，She was a dancing girl， 她是一个舞女 ，part of the troupe that I joined when I was first troubled。他又知道这个安娜Back then she was so full of life。过去她生活很充实passionate。富有激情 ，everything she did, she threw her whole body and soul into it。每次做事情，她都把她倾注于整个精力和灵魂在上面。When we met that traveling preacher and she caught religion, she threw her whole body and soul into that as well 当我们看见他的那个旅行什么这个 preacher she called religion， 他就什么想什么宗教大概是想去宗教了，崇拜宗教的感觉She threw her whole body， 然后整个人就陷进去了We wrote to one another at first， 起初我们也是通信。She never mentioned you to me， 她从未跟我提起你。All she would say was that her past life was sinful。And she wanted to put it behind her。她告诉我，她过去的生活都充满罪恶她想要抛之脑后。That was the impression I got from her last letters。我从她最后一批信件也是 这个印象。When I met Elena in Alcarid and started seeing her, we had to keep our affair secret, so I couldn't see Anna. 我靠，这个人跟好几个女的有关系啊。这个人他在 Alcarid 看到 Elena 的时候，就看到她了啊，见到 Elena 就看到她，然后都必须要保持恋情秘密啊，地下恋情，所以他就不能看，不能见到 Anna. I wanted to, a part of me was always hoping she'd discover us. I wanted, 我想要 a part of me was always hoping. 我有一部分我自己，他说我有时候想要他能够发现我们。够了啊。我们不想要什么什么听你这些东西啊，这些话。Sorry, dude. We've established a connection, but how does it help us? 我们建立一个关系，这对我们有什么帮助 ？I have a dancing girl traveling with me. 我有一个舞女啊，跟我一起旅行。If we were to announce that she was joining the Abbey, 如果我们宣布她将要加入修道院。I can't allow her to put in danger. 我不能让她置于险地啊。There must be another way. 要另一个方法。她不会有危险。She will be hiding in my camp. 在我的营地里藏着的。We can make a dummy, dress it in your robes, and our adventure can hide nearby and wait. 他说我们做一个这个 dummy 是这个假人，做一个假人，然后穿着你的这个袍子，我们的冒险者就藏在旁边，然后等的啊，守株待兔。但是他不确信 where is the base in the basement， 他不确信在地窖 during the funeral service， 在那个葬礼仪式上 ，all the sisters will be in the oratory， 所有侍女都在这个 oratory， oratory 大概就是就是这个地方，大概是一个小的修道房间吧。It will be the perfect time for the killer to strike， 对于凶手来说是最佳袭击时间啊。It seems we have a plan, Valerio, and you and I handle the announcement. 看上去我们有个计划，你和我就来这个宣布，做这个 announcement， 宣布这么做。Adventure, you will need to make the dummy in the basement. 他让我去地下室做一个这个假人。Once you're ready, you can hide in the rope cabinet and wait. 你做好就藏在那个衣橱里，然后等着。Whether this killer be demon or mortal, I swear they will not kill again. Seldom go with all of us. 不管这个凶手是恶魔还是凡人我发誓他们不会再袭击啊。愿神都和我们在一起。OK 啊，我看看make a dummy applicant in order to draw the killer out。OK， 我们现在去地下室。OK 我们在这个修道院外面这有白菜地啊，我们拿一个白菜，然后我们再进去地下室，然后放在那个蜡烛那个柱子上，做成一个假人，然后我们藏在衣橱里。这个假人这么好做的吗？这么敷衍啊？那我们看一下 use 放这上面我看一下。You stick the cabbage on top of the candelabrum， 你把这个白菜固定在这个蜡烛台上面啊。OK 我们现在应该藏在衣橱里啊。要从那个衣橱里拿一个 robe 放在这个蜡烛台上。OK， 拿一件衣服拿一件袍子search， 我们先 search 看。You take 直接拿了。OK 把这些衣服什么东西的都给它放上去，做成一个假人的形状。You dress the dummy in the sacerdotal robes. It now looks convincing enough from a distance. OK，现在已经很确信，从远处看，它像是一个人啊，像是一个人，像是一个人在这跪着啊，我们藏进去，hide in，hide in。This rope cabin looks like the perfect place to hide and wait for the killer to strike。这个衣橱看上去是完美的地方啊，藏身地，然后等待着凶手袭击。hide in 啊，藏进去等吧，藏进去等。OK，这动画片看，他在唱诗啊，他在唱诗。还没结束吗？他们也在外面唱啊。都光绳子跳。OK，我们看一下，这个人来了啊，这凶手来了，发现了是假的啊，是假的。The killer 啊。OK，我们现在这个凶手在这了啊，我们看一下怎么弄。Chase the killer 啊，追他 ，knock out。他去哪里了？我不知道。我们要追他，追他啊！他上楼了。哎，不对，他这边走了。哦，他又出去了啊。我们直接追他啊，追他 ，catch，逮着他啊，逮着他。哎，他又那个了啊。我们跟着他走，跟着他走，看他到底会去哪。好像上楼了啊，好像上楼了。哎呀，开门开门，真烦，连门都不开。上楼了。哦，好像还在上面啊，还在上面。OK，我们先下去把钟调到12点试试，钟调到12点。哎，我们直接就掉下来了啊，直接全部掉下来。那我好像要上去，想上去把钟调到12点，好像在12点它可以触发一些对话的东西。OK，可以调了啊，可以调到12点，钟调到12点。我听到这个钟了，可以了啊。然后它这个钟将会在几分钟后响。现在是几点？1点。我要把它我调到12点吧，调到12点。那我们就上去吧，上去跟我们对话看。刚才没调钟啊。哎，不行啊，爬不上去。继续爬，上去了啊。这次我们跟他谈话看一下。I did you？你能不能听到这个钟响了啊？钟响。哦，爪子，把它爪子好像扔掉了呢。 然后我们把这个侍女先放了吧。Good thinking 刚刚就是分她心了啊，然后这个侍女然后就把她的爪子扔掉了啊，做的不错啊。You moved pretty quickly， 你做的相当快啊。我数的 do with sister Anna 怎么做啊？怎么处理它 ？As good as a good Saradomin's sister, I cannot take her life。作为一个这个神的侍女，我不能够取她生命啊。I see you downstairs 啊，我在楼下见你。OK， 这个 Debora 走了啊，我们看这个 Sister Anna，Sister Debora，she did nothing wrong， 她没做错什么。I have not been the voice of Saint Elspeth， I've been the hand of the Reaper， 我是个 Reaper 啊。Please, if you have any mercy, give me a moment to pray for forgiveness before I die。如果你有仁慈心的话，给我一点时间，原谅，让主原谅我，在我死之前。我们看选什么？任何一个都行啊。我选3嘛，不想杀你啊 ，don't want to kill you。Give me a moment. Almighty Saradomin, creator and ruler of the world, have mercy upon me, for I have sinned against thee with my thoughts, with my voice, and with my hands. 求主原谅啊。Voice of sin never struck dead the demon, may strike dead the evil in my heart, and may the harmony of these sins dance with the discord of my sin. 怎么那么多废话呢？ I'm forgiven 啊，这已经听到了啊，我已经被原谅了。Rise of Ace lifts me up, serves me, guides my soul to my lights。指引我的灵魂呢？什么？我靠，跳楼了！牛逼牛逼！牛批牛批啊！OK， 在这编辑它。Second Saradomin is over adventure， 感谢。Sister Debora told me what you did, but she didn't say who the killer was. She said you should be the one to tell us。你会告诉我们杀手啊？是谁啊？是谁杀了安娜和其他人？我看选什么？这个也是随便选啊。我们就选2吧，选2吧。让他们永远在谜里面啊。Reaper Demon, the Saradomin was truly with you 啊。Every death was a tragedy, but we should also take this as a confirmation of our faith。每一种死亡都是悲剧，我们应该把这种作为我们的信仰。Zamark would only send us assassin demon against someone of exceptional holiness。还是确信 Zamark 会派人来杀我们啊，杀我们。I cannot offer you much of a reward adventure, but please accept a set of the order's robes。他给我们一些衣服啊 ，They are enchanted. Wearing them will allow you to meditate on music in order to grow closer to Saradomin。他说已经被 enchanted 像是唱过歌的啊，被像是有赋予能量的了。但是穿着它会让你沉思啊，让你冥想，集中精神，然后跟神更近啊，跟神更靠近一点。他给你一套啊，给我一套衣服。OK，quest complete。调查一些这个任务，调查一些一个杀人案啊，有一个侍女，她对外面这个歌手，她是对其他的侍女进来，很不那个，她有嫉妒心啊，很不满意啊，所以她把其他侍女杀了。OK， 大家调查这些东西，找一些物品，走一些房间。我看维基还挺麻烦的。2个任务点，200祈祷经验，衣服啊 troubadour dance emote， 这是一个表情。Ability to make illuminated god books within 60 prayer, 60 crafting。可以造这个什么什么这个上帝之书啊，2把钥匙。Okay, that's all for today. We'll see you next time. See you. Bye bye.